Hello everybody, it's time for a scrapbook process video with our baby got scraps. Let me see what I got here. This is just the next one down the pile. And what I have here is, it's a picture of my husband's nanny and papa, 1993, y'all. And what I have in the way of my papers here, my scraps, well, my first thing is I do have this Meggy Blethen pre-made mixed media page. And then this is on the more peachy pink side, right? So I've got these kind of peachy pinks here. And I got a couple pieces of plain cardstock. Got a little maroon one. I'm seeing maybe photo mats with these. Maybe even this one. Saturn, come on now. A couple little scraps here. And then this really pretty authentic paper. Oh, there's a script on the back. And then I have these little letters here. So I don't know. I can use like yesterday, adore, quaint. I can maybe cut those out. I don't think I can spell anything because I could do spot. You know, if I could do quaint spot or something like that. Because this was their backyard, was what this was. I might do that. I don't know the design yet, obviously. Because I never do when I first start these things. Other than I do think I'm going to perhaps matte. I don't know if I'm going to do dark and then light or light and then dark. I have to kind of see. Honestly, the part I got to figure out is this one right here. Like, I got to figure out my blocks. Do I do like a vertical layout or something? And then, you know, whatever. That might be the case. Don't know. Let me get to looking and I'll be back on in a minute. Okay, guys. So the first thing I decided to do is, because this is an older photo and the handwriting is on the back, I decided to use photo corners. And so I picked out some little black photo corners out of my stash over there to attach it to my photo mats. And this takes me just a second, honestly, because I'm trying to get this darn thing on here. And I don't know, y'all, my hands were just not working real good or something. And they're not hard to use. I mean, they're just little photo corners, but for whatever reason, y'all, who knows? And the cat, of course, this morning was really sassy. She kept literally ooching over. I don't remember now if I leave it on camera because she was being stinker. And you'll see her. She pokes her head, I think, on camera. I know for sure she was doing it while I was working, but I don't remember now if I had the camera on when she was doing it. So I've got my photo mounted to the little paper there, and I'm going to get my little photo mat, and I'm actually going to triple mat this thing, because I'll do the dark next, and then I'm going to do the other little pink little background next. And y'all, this layout turned so sweet. It turned out really cute. I'm actually really happy with it. I will get off into my stash and find some embellishments, and you'll see that in a little bit. I think it's Echo Park's New Day, maybe. Those colors, some of those colors kind of went. I had to kind of be a little bit precious about which ones I used, because not all of them worked, but I did find some good stuff. Now, this became just kind of an easy peasy layout design. I'm going to do that tall piece there with the floral, and then I use the little scripty piece here. And then I'm going to find, what do I do next? I think I find there's another little square that I'm going to use. It's going to go behind the photo. Oh, wait, I decided to make tags, y'all. So I did have these other little pieces here that were they're all basically 2 inches wide, and I had my little tag punched. I thought, that one right there, though, I don't know how that was crooked or something. I had to trim it. But I'm going to make just 2 tags to go to the top and 2 tags to go to the side. And this just kind of came together naturally. I don't know really why exactly. This is just one of those layouts that wasn't too terribly hard to put together. I'm going to trim this to the 2 inches, and we'll make a little tag for that out of that little pattern right there. I used up a lot of the scraps too. I think I had just a few little small pieces left, but they all went in the recycle bin. So I didn't have anything left. I was really pleased with that. I'm going to have one little square that's going to go behind the photo here, and I didn't even trim that, y'all. And then I'm going to find the letters. I showed you guys the letters. Well, the back side of it is kind of a little diagonal pink stripe. And I'm going to cut out quaint is the one I pull out, and I'll cut it. And then I decide I think I actually lost a piece though, y'all. I don't know what I was doing. I cut the Q out, and I had this piece, I think, and I flipped it over. No, that's where I'm deciding I'm going to use quaint. So I'm going to pull that, I'm going to cut that Q out of there. And then the other piece, I guess, is the horizontal piece. But I'm honestly thinking I might have lost a piece, because a little bit later on, I'm looking for the piece to put there, and I'm thinking, I can't find it. And I find one, but I don't think it's the one I intended. This one's a lot longer. I don't know, y'all. I can't swear on it. Don't give me lying on it. The Q, I'm actually going to go ahead also and mount that little quaint word on the floral as well, to give it was not really separated enough as it was. So I'm going to add that little floral background. And then at that point, I think is when I also decide I'm going to ink the edges of all the papers. So I'm going to grab my vintage photo Distress Oxide, and I'm just, see that cat? I'm telling you guys, she was, and I kept having to move her. I've given her a little spot now. I have given her a spot up at the top of the desk, and I try to make sure it stays clear because she doesn't mind sitting there. Like, she's actually pretty good about it. But today she was just being kind of invasive. Anyway, so I have inked the edges of that. I'm going to come along here in just a second. I think I'll start inking. I'm going to cut away. That was on there crooked. I had to fix that. I'm going to end up inking the edges of basically all my papers. I will need to trim that little diagonal stripe right there down a little bit, so I'm going to cut that. But I'm telling you guys, I feel like I lost it. I feel like I had to use a different piece, but maybe not, because the other one I cut in half, so I don't know. Who knows? So I went ahead and inked all the edges of my papers, and then now here's where I've got my tags in there, and I did use my little hole reinforcer punch, which I hate. I cannot recommend it at all. I don't remember the brand at this moment, but it's terrible. I got a link. Actually, one of my scrappy friends sent me one off of Amazon, and I put it in my cart, and then I had to save it. So I'll have to go back and do it. I haven't rebought it because I know there's better ones. And the only reason I like this one I have is it does both the round and the hexagon little reinforcers, because I do like that option. But it just aggravates me because I can't tell if it's punching it out or not until I've like hurt my hand essentially. So I've got my little reinforcers on there, and here's where I realized that was kind of real bad crooked, so I'm going to fix that. And I have my little horizontal stripe, and I'm going to basically do that. So that's my basic layout. I'm going to start gluing some stuff down, and I'll use, I did put foam up behind that little, I thought about putting foam behind the photo, and I changed my mind. But I did put it behind the little Q because I thought that would be cute. And I will bring in chipboard elements too, so I kind of almost needed to. This is where I'm looking for that horizontal, no, lies. What am I doing? I don't even remember. I was looking for something, and then I'm like, oh, there it is, or something. Okay, so I'm putting my photo down. I have glued the other pieces down at this point. And I'm going to glue my little Q down, and I think that's when I'm going to start pulling out the embellishments. And again, I kind of had to sort, so I'm going to get off I put the strings on here. My goodness, you guys, I have slept since then, I guess. Not really. I don't know why I can't remember what I did. I had already pre-cut the strings, though. I just put 4 little strings on there. Here's my little embellishments. I did sort them and pull them out and set them aside, and then I had to basically file off the little boogers. There was like little chipboard boogers and everything, but that was fine. I did that. I've got this little bicycle. I picked it because, honestly, it just reminds me of, like, old-timey times, and I don't really know why, other than I feel like people rode bicycles more so back in the day. I really don't hardly see anybody ride bicycles anymore. Maybe if you're in a small town or something, kiddos might ride them or something. I don't really see kids riding their bikes anymore, and it kind of makes me sad. I got this little book with a little bit of floral stuff on here, and I got that little summer day, I think it says. I think it says Quaint Summer Day or Spring Day or something like that. I'm so sorry, I can't read it, and I forgot, but anyways, that's going to go underneath there. So the title's kind of this Quaint Summer Day or something like that. And then I have a little heart, and then I got another little heart up there. I've got a little basket with some flowers poking out of it. There's a little pink bird, too. He's too cute. I'm just trying to organize these things. I think I messed with that bird quite a bit. I'm not sure if that's where that goes. Nope, I think I move it. I didn't really care. I wanted the bird to kind of poke in or look towards something, and put it up in the upper right there was looking off the paper, and I didn't care for that. I already had the bicycle running off the paper the other side. I did pull out one of my little Scrap and Happy Studios flare there. It had the little camera on it, and it was kind of in that beigey color, which matched like the little bag and the hat. I do like the little the back on there. And then I did also find a little camera that I had fussy cut out of a piece of paper a while back. It was that bluish color, and it kind of goes with the little blue heart and the little pieces that kind of go together. And the paper, the floral in the floral paper, there's like a little blue color in there. So that all looks really cute. So I'm just kind of gluing everything down with my Nuvo glue. And what else am I doing here, y'all? I think I take my brown pen in just a second and just write Nanny and Pawpaw, 1993. And I'll write that underneath that. Yeah, I think it says Summer Day. That's what it is, Quaint Summer Day. Oh, first I pull out my enamel dots, y'all. I'm keeping my rule, and I'm using enamel dots or pearls or something like that on every layout. I find this really pretty color. It's kind of this, like, I don't know, coppery kind of color. And I just kind of sprinkle these all around. I'm a little bit liberal with it. Sometimes, I just do 3 in each cluster, but this time I decided to just be a little liberal. So I put these little old dots kind of all over the place. Trying to have a little bit of design to them. But anyway, I just thought this were really pretty. I like these colors a lot. And yeah, that's basically the last of it until I write Nanny and Pawpaw 1993 at the bottom down there. So yeah, I'm just going to finish putting these little dots everywhere. And then I'm going to take my little brown pen. And I went with brown as opposed to black because of the cream-based look and feel of this paper set here. Although the big one, or the main paper, is actually bright white, isn't it? But the brown felt right to me. So I'll just use that to write Nanny and Pawpaw 1993. And then that's all I'm going to do the layout, you guys. And so this one went pretty quickly. I'm really pleased. Here's the slowdown. Thank you guys so much for watching. May not make any sense. I have spring fling and sunny day. Oh, well, it'll be fine. Anyways, check out the hop list below, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye.